I'm Jenny Robertson, founder of the On Purpose Woman Global Community and founder and publisher of On Purpose Woman magazine. I'm here to share the speaker portion of our Connections Over Coffee gathering of the On Purpose Woman Global Community. Kathryn Yarborough is speaking on the 3 secret ingredients in a client attracting presentation. Kathryn teaches women entrepreneurs how to be authentically vibrant speakers who manifest clients and grow businesses they love. She's a vibrant speaker coach, manifesting clients mentor, and event host. As an inspirational speaker and the founder of the Manifesting Clients Academy, she loves inspiring women entrepreneurs to be the fullest expression of themselves. And you can find out more on her website, which is manifestingclientsacademy.com. It is also in the text of this video. Let me just also say that Kathryn is a dear friend, a colleague, and a collaborator, and I'm so glad that you're here today and appreciate you sharing your wisdom with the women, not just the women here, but the women out there in video world. So, Kathryn, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, my friend. So I recently had the wonderful opportunity of speaking at an event where there was around 50 women entrepreneurs in the room. These are my potential clients. And it was on Zoom. So it was a Zoom room, which I love. And I spoke about being authentically vibrant. I told them about my upcoming Speak to Attract Clients workshop that's happening on April 5th. And 10 of the women in the room registered. Hot diggity dog, 20%. Y'all want to raise your hands at me for that? Yes, yes, yes. Because if you've ever spoken, you know, if you provide an offer, it can feel so bad if nobody does anything and so good if they do. So I am curious, when you speak, would you like to have that kind of experience where 20% or more say yes and take advantage of your next step? Raise your hands. I'm seeing the hands raised. I'm seeing the thumbs raised. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that y'all all want that, because that's what I'm getting to talk to you about today. And as you can tell, I'm feeling joyful about it. This is not put on. This is real, authentic, like bubbles in my chest, joy about it. And that's a good sign. When you feel joy about something, pay attention to it, my friends. Okay. So, what could happen if you consistently spoke to groups of people with your ideal clients in the room in a way that 20% or more took that next step with you? Imagine. I want you to imagine right now. And as you're imagining, if something comes to mind, type it in the chat. What could happen as you imagine this? Imagine speaking. Maybe you speak for 30 minutes at an event like this, or one that I just went to with 50 or more people in the room that are your potential clients. Or you speak on a Facebook Live, or you speak at a summit and people take a next step. What could happen with your business? Now, if you did that once or twice a month, I'm imagining a business surge. Thank you, Jenny. Yes, you would serve more people. Your business would explode. Absolutely. Does that feel good? Can you imagine actually having that good feeling? Yeah. And you would then you would feel so good. Thank you, Jenny. You'd have a consistent way, something you could do that would actually keep bringing in more clients. That's right, Jill, lots of clients. And so not only does it feel good to speak and have people sign up, but as solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, doesn't it also feel good to have a consistent way to do that? So you're not always trying to figure out what am I going to do to attract clients? Do you want that? Raise your hand if you want that consistent way. Yeah, okay. There were lots of hands raised here if you can't see everybody like I can. All right. So what if you could have a client attracting signature talk? What if you could have a client attracting signature talk that felt good to you to deliver, where you felt life force flowing through you as you spoke, where you felt like the people in the room were on the edges of their seat going, I want to hear this. And you could pull out the different pieces. So if you just had 5 minutes, like we do here sometimes in the On Purpose Woman Global community, you have 5 minutes to talk. What if you could pull out a piece and do 5 minutes and still get results? Or you could do 30 minutes, or you could expand it to a 3-hour workshop because you've got the bones. Would that be awesome to have a client attracting signature presentation right there at your fingertips that you've put together, and you know when you use pieces from it, it works? Yeah, fabulous. I hear that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So today I'm going to share with you 3 secret ingredients that you can include in your next presentation, or you can use as you prepare your next presentation. And if you want to play with me, I'm also going to be telling you about the Speak to Attract Clients workshop that I mentioned before, because it's happening on April 5th, and you'll get more better stuff than what I'm going to get to share with you today, because we only have 20 more minutes or 15 more minutes-ish, somewhere in there. Okay, so now it feels great to grow our businesses, but in order for this to work, you need to be client ready. You need to know who your ideal clients are. You need to have a next step for them to take. You need to know where it's leading your people. So if your next step, if you just have a presentation and a $10,000 package, it's kind of hard to take people from a 30-minute presentation to $10,000. So I invite you to get client ready. Now, I'm not going to tap into that right now, but that's one of the things that I do work with some of my clients. I have a client ready assessment. It is free. I'm going to put the link in the chat for all of y'all who are here. If you are not here, you just go to my website, Manifesting Clients. You know, that is not my client ready assessment. I apologize. That is the link to my workshop. Let me get the right thing for you people, because I thought I copied this. Copy. It is manifestingclientsacademy.com/client ready. Manifestingclientsacademy.com/client ready. So I invite you to get it, to download it. It'll take you about 10 minutes to do. I don't see it unless you talk to me about it. You sign up, you schedule something to have a conversation with me. But it is really a useful tool to do every 3 to 6 months, because you'll rate yourself in all kinds of different categories to see how ready you are to just bring in more clients. So get it. The other thing that happens is you sign up for my email list, which means when I have all the pieces of my Vibrant Speaker course that's launching in May, you're going to hear about it. And that's the course where I'm going to take people through the process of crafting your client attracting signature talk. So you're going to want to find out about that. I'm very excited about that course. It's coming in May. I'll be telling people about it soon. I'll tell you about it if you do my Speak to Attract Clients workshop, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So now, what happens if you don't attract clients when you speak? What happens when you don't attract clients when you speak? Now, I start doubting myself. Exactly. You put yourself out there and nothing happens, and you go, what's wrong? Well, I go, what's wrong with me? You get discouraged. Exactly. I don't know if I should even do anything. I'll just go watch Netflix TV, which spirals us solopreneurs and entrepreneurs into not doing anything. And what happens when we don't do anything? Nothing. So I was going to come in here and say, y'all, the problem that we're facing, we want to use speaking to attract clients. We all said that. I think everybody did. But the problem is sometimes when we speak, we don't. You don't have to raise your hand. I will. I have spoken and not attracted clients. Okay. If you want to raise your hand and say that that's happened to you. So thank you, Lori. So Sherry, you know, we know we're not alone. So the only reason to share is so that other people know you're not alone. So I've been on this mission to develop my speaking skills. I am on a mission not only to become a better, more vibrant, authentically vibrant speaker, one who engages the audience, one who people want to listen, but also to attract clients from my speaking. So I've been studying these different experts for over 10 years. I've been watching people do this, probably more like 12. I've been taking different trainings. And in 2017, I committed to developing my speaking skills. So what I share with people is stuff I'm doing my best to implement and what I've learned from others because what I have learned from my own experiences because I've made mistakes, because I've done it in quotes, not really wrong, because anytime you speak and you're sharing yourself, we're practicing, we're developing our skills. So none of us have ever done it wrong. But I was going to come in and say the problem that we face is that people don't sign up because we end up feeling discouraged. But really, the problem and what breaks my heart is that we were conditioned in so many ways that affected us negatively. I'm feeling fired up about it. First of all, we were conditioned to be good, to sit still. So all of our authentic vibrancy for most of us got smashed. And so we have these good girl, nice women sitting here, very nice, adulting, not changing their face, not letting gestures come up into the screen, not being the fullest expression of themselves. That breaks my heart. And it's not our fault. We were conditioned and we needed to please the adults in order to survive. So if that's the case for you, you can break free. But also, I realized today, as I was preparing for this presentation, we didn't get the training we need. We didn't get the role model we needed in order to actually invite people to take next steps with us. I mean, I'm mad about this. We got invited to like show ourselves as intelligent, which is why when we stand up and speak, we share information, but information does not sell. I should do it like this. Information does not sell. So it breaks my heart that we didn't do this better. The world didn't do it better for us, but the good news is we can develop our skills. Yes, we had to fit into molds to please other people. Let's break free. I am preaching it, Sherry. Yes, yes, yes. So we are breaking free and I'm excited about it. And let me tell you, every single time I see someone who has worked with me in some way or another, who has done my fun Facebook Live challenge, who has done my authentically vibrant assessment, who has done my Speak to Attract Clients workshop, who has gone through a speaker training with me, and I see them be more authentically vibrant and speak up, I'm like, go sister. Woo! This is what I do. I'm doing a happy dance. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. So thank you all for doing that. I so appreciate you. All right. Now, let me tell you the 3 secret ingredients, okay? Because y'all want it, right? This is why you're here. First one. Create desire. Talk about what your ideal client wants and the impact of not getting it. Okay? That's a lot of what I just did. Do you want to create a client attracting signature talk now? Are you feeling that desire? And I didn't put it in you. It's already in you. It's already in you. So your ideal clients, the what they want is already in them. And you provide a solution to getting to it. So that's why knowing who your ideal clients are, what their problem is, what their goal is so important for all of your marketing, for crafting your offers. It's the basic thing. You got to make a decision, women. If you haven't made that decision, make a decision. Okay. And I learned about sizzle in a book it's right on my shelf, called Marketing Your Service. I read it before I started my private practice in 2001. I read that book. It's all about how to do marketing. This is before social media. It was 1990 something, six. No, I guess it had to be 1999. I don't remember. 1996, my son was born. So somewhere before Facebook, all of that. So everything still applies. You just add on social media to it. And he talks about sizzle in that. And I never got it until probably today, because I thought, ew, that sounds crazy. But sizzle, if you maybe when you did sales, if you did sales 20 or more years ago or whatever, you might have learned about sizzle. The idea is when you're at a restaurant and somebody goes by with a hot thing that's sizzling. Have you ever been to one of those restaurants and their thing is sizzling, popping? There's a wonderful smell that's coming if you like what they're serving. If you don't, then you may not like it. Yes, sell the sizzle, not the steak. So Jenny heard that before, and that's what that is. When you're talking about the desire, you're talking about what the person wants. You're selling the sizzle, which if you can back it up with an actual solution, then you're not a fraud. You're not a icky salesperson. You're a real caring person who wants to make a difference in the world, because you're actually going to have people want to take a next step with you because you're talking to them about what they really want and talking about what's getting in the way. If I just stood up here and talked about the how important it is to not use your ahs, ums, and so's and you knows, and how to craft a presentation, while all of that is useful, that isn't creating sizzle. It isn't creating the desire inside for the person to go, oh, I want that. And again, it's not false wanting, it's true wanting if you're really a good person. And I have been to presentations where there are salespeople who are good salespeople, and you feel that, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, right? And there's a fear of missing out kind of thing. I don't ever want anybody to do that, personally, because that feels icky afterwards when you say yes and you really didn't mean, like when you're the client and you say yes and you give money, and then afterwards you go, why did I give that person all that money or that little bit of money or whatever? I didn't really want that. So please don't become one of those people. But if you get it, anyway, y'all get it. You get what I'm saying. So first thing, yeah, that crowd mentality is fixing. So first thing, the first secret ingredient is create desire, create real desire that's based on what really is going on with your ideal client and the impact of not experiencing it. The second thing is to identify what they have to overcome. What do people have to overcome? And the solution that you're providing that helps them to overcome this, right? So we have to overcome that conditioning that had us not speak up. We have to overcome the lack of training in both speaking and in speaking in a way that invites people to take a next step. Hence, my Speak to Attract Clients workshop. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to put this link, and I'm going to do that right now just because I want to make sure that everybody gets this right here. And then we're going to go over and look at it, because if it's the right thing for you, I want you to know that this is a possibility. It is a 5-hour workshop that's happening on April 5th. And let me share my screen. Okay, so you can see my screen. If you can nod at me, if you can see it. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. So $97. I'm going to go into a little more detail about it, but I just want you to know there is a code. I think I put it in the chat, but for anybody who is watching this within 24 hours of this presentation through March 9th, so don't wait. You can save $30 and sign up for just $67. The code is OPW for On Purpose Woman, OPW. So you click this link, and to get here, go to manifestingclientsacademy.com/speak to attract clients. And the code is OPW, save $30. All right. So 5-hour workshop. What's going to happen is a lot of movement and speaking in creative ways. For those of you who don't know me, my past, I created training to be a dance movement therapist, and I worked for several years at a hospital and then in private practice as a dance movement therapist. So I love to bring movement into what I do, and it's perfect for us to open up and crack through all of that conditioning. And we combine it with speaking, and we can start to reprogram and create new neural pathways, and it's very powerful. We'll also go over 4 other steps. So there's 5 steps. One is to be authentically vibrant, and we need to break open for that. The second is to craft a client attracting presentation, and I will give you the formula for that, and we'll go over it. The third step is to name your presentation in a way that has your ideal clients go, oh, I want that. The fourth is to develop the art of identifying a right next step. One that they'll go, yes, in that setting too. And the fifth is to find opportunities to speak. So we'll explore all 5 of those steps in this 5-hour workshop on April 5th. And there is a special bonus. You also get a Vibrant Speaker private coaching session with me to be done after the workshop, within the month after the workshop, so that we can talk about what you learned during there and what your goals are and how you can achieve them, and anything else you want to do with me in that 45 minutes. All right. And I will be recording it. So if you can't make it, you can get the recording if you want to, but you'll also have the replay if you want to go through any of the exercises. Fantastic opportunity, folks. I mean, seriously, for just $67. Okay, so that is the next step that you could take if you're sitting here going, I really want to get better and break free from all of this conditioning, because that's the challenge. So when you're putting all this together, I'm looking at my notes. We were talking about notes in my group. I'm over here checking out my notes. Am I missing anything? So anyway, I do have notes. So when you're putting together your presentation, create the desire and the impact of not getting it. Second, identify what they have to overcome and your solution to it. That's what I just did with you. And the third is to talk with authentic feeling, excitement, passion, and confidence. And confidence comes from practice, which is why I love OPW. So On Purpose Woman Global Gatherings, On Purpose Woman Global Community, because we get to practice when we're members. So thank you for helping me develop my confidence, Jenny. All right, my friends. So it's about time for me to wrap up. Are y'all excited? Is anybody besides me? I'm like over here going, yeah. Okay, thank you. So I invite you to spend more time in your presentations talking about what your ideal clients want. And instead of the information and ideas, what do they want? What do they want to experience? And the good news is, thank you, Pam. Pam just wrote, it's a fantastic presentation. The good news is that we can all get better at speaking. If you decide you want to get better, you can. So great job showing up. Great job watching this. If you're watching the replay, you are awesome. You rock. You know where to find me, manifestingclientsacademy.com. And let's keep open ourselves up to being client attracting, authentically vibrant speakers who rock it on whatever stage that we're on. All right.
Thank you, Kathryn. And I'd like everyone who's here on Zoom with us to unmute yourselves and make all kinds of loud noises and clapping so Kathryn knows how we feel about her presentation. So let's hear it, y'all. Come on.
That was great.
Yay, yay,
That was awesome.
yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to thank anyone else who's watching this live in the On Purpose Woman Global Community Facebook group or on our YouTube channel, which will be up in a couple of days. If you did not catch what Kathryn was talking about for her client-ready assessment, I'm putting that link in the text of this video as soon as this is over. So click on that and take advantage of that free assessment. And anyone watching who wants more information on these gatherings and wants to show up and be with all these really cool women, you can go to my website, which is also in the text of this video, opwgc.com, and find out all about our community. Thanks for watching, everyone.